welcome back to another episode of the Wrestling Collector Zone. Today, what I have for you is a 1 of 2 unboxing video. We're gonna do this in 2 separate videos because this order that I had come in of wrestling DVDs, there's so many to go through that I won't be able to get through in a shorter time frame, and I do not want the video to go 30-40 minutes, anything like that. So I'm gonna break this video up into 2 parts, and I also have a small package. The first package that I had come in was 31 DVDs, so I'm gonna do half the box, and then I'll open the small package, and then I'll go ahead and in part 2, I will go through the other half of the box. This mixture of DVDs is of all Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and Ring of Honor. I had ordered this package from highspots.com, and if you've ever been on there, you would know they have the hugest selection of Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. They have like up to current Pro Wrestling Guerrilla from almost the beginning, I think, up to about the current of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVDs. I think they're the sole carrier of the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla DVDs besides ProWrestlingGuerrilla.com, and then I haven't seen them anywhere else for order really. Like a couple here and there places, but it'll be like a 1 or 2 of, and it's not like their whole set. And then they carry for Ring of Honor. So let's go ahead and get started on this, crack into this box, and see what we got. So first off, I got the Battle of Los Angeles 2019. It is a 3-parter DVD because it was like broken into, I believe, 3 nights. Night 1, Night 2, and Night 3, or the final stage. Stage 2, and then Stage 1. The main reason I wanted to get this, besides some of the great talent that's on here, besides some of the great talent that's on this show in particular, is also my friend Zane, Alex Zane. He is actually on Stage 1. He wrestled the first night in a tag team match, tag teaming with Joey Janela versus Blake Christian and Tony Deppen. I was really wanting to check that match out, so I figured why not pick up these 3 and see, you know, the whole tournament night, or all 3 nights, and see how it goes. There's some great matches on here, like A-Kid versus Lucky Kid, Caveman Ugg versus Brody King, Dragon Lee versus Ray Horace, Jeff Cobb versus Daisuke Sekimoto, Jonathan Gresham versus Adam Spencer, Darby Allin versus Black Taurus. Just tons of matches to get through. I can't wait to watch through these and check it out and be able to do a review on these for you guys. What I ended up ordering was, like, these were the DVDs that I selected specifically that I ordered. And then what High Spots has is they have like grab bags of wrestling DVDs. You can choose like just indie, then you can break it down to like the bigger companies. Like you can choose specifically Ring of Honor, and then Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. If you want all of those, specifically like Ring of Honor or Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla does cost you a premium, because of the price of their DVDs, I guess, and the popularity, it's an extra $10 on top of the grab bag price. But what I did was I went ahead and I ordered 2 grab bags. I ordered a couple of specific Ring of Honor events, a couple of specific Pro Wrestling Guerrilla events I wanted to see. I ordered 2 grab bags, one of specifically Ring of Honor, and then one specifically a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla to see what I got. And I have looked through these, and I did not get duplicates, thankfully. So I am glad that they did not do that. But let's break it down and see, go into and see what I got. Next up is the high cost of doing business. This one actually has American Dragon Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, and WWE now. But this was when he was the American Dragon, when he was still wrestling in the Indies. And he was a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship, our champion. And he was defending against Jack Evans on this event. Chris Hero with a mystery partner versus Human Tornado and a mystery partner. Rocky Romero versus Scorpio Sky. El Generico versus Roderick Strong. Just a bunch of great matches on there. Jump to the next one is DDT, which I believe this is the entire 2010 Dynamite Doomville Tag Team Title Tournament. So this is a tag title tournament. And then next was straight to DVD, which it looks like on the cover is AJ Styles, and this is young version AJ Styles. Kevin Steen, young Kevin Steen when he was skinny. Not to make light of or fun of, that he obviously, Kevin Owens has gained a lot of weight. This was when he was younger and he was pretty skinny. This one has Super Dragon, which is great because I was wanting to pick up some Super Dragon's matches. And Chris Sabin, Petey Williams, Kevin Steen versus Chris Bosh versus AJ Styles, Super Dragon and Davey Richards versus Chris Sabin and Petey Williams, Christopher Daniels versus Scorpio Sky, Chris Hero versus Scott Lost. There's a 4-way elimination match. El Generico versus Joey Ryan, Disco Machine versus Quicksilver. Plus, there's DVD commentary and bonus features. And then next up is World's Finest Pro Wrestling, live in Hollywood, California. Has Super Dragon versus Davey Richards, Joey Ryan. Let's see. Looks like Joey Ryan and AJ Styles versus Chris Bosh and Kevin Steen, and a bunch of other matches on here. So that's going to be a good one. Next up is Jason Takes Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, with Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles on the cover. Looks like we got Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Championship versus TNA X Division Championship, AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Tag Team Championship, Scott Lost and Chris Bosh versus Disco Machine and Mr. Excitement, Kevin Steen versus Sexy Eddie. Sexy Eddie is definitely a great wrestler. He is a great talent. I have seen him in some death matches in CZW especially, and he is pretty crazy. Ricky Reyes versus Nosawa, El Generico versus Human Tornado, and a bunch more on here. Okay. 88 miles per hour. Looks like it is a 2004 event. Black Tigers versus Puma. Shooting Star Bobby Quains versus Tiger Mask. Havana Pit Bulls versus Gert Ty. American Dragon versus Brad Bradley, and a ton more matches, it looks like. And then it looks like we got Nice Boys Don't Play Rock and Roll. This is a 2017 event. It's got Penta El Zero and Ray Phoenix versus Ricochet and Matt Sydal versus the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. A three-way Sami Callihan versus Brian Cage versus Keith Lee. This is a 2015 event. And it looks like this has Biff Busick versus Brian Cage, Mike Bailey versus Trevor Lee, Tommy End versus Chris Hero, Roderick Strong versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the World Championship, Andrew Everett versus Ricochet, Love Gun versus Monster Mafia tag team match, Tommy End versus Chris Hero. Then we got Tremendous 3, a 2012 event. And this looks like it's got Famous B versus Joey Ryan, TJ Perkins versus Roderick Strong, Brian Cage versus Eddie Edwards, B-Boy versus Drake Younger, Sami Callihan versus Michael Elgin, and a few more matches on there. And then the Ernest P. Worrell Memorial. Havana Pitbull, Ricky Reyes versus Chris Sabin, Super Dragon versus Kevin Steen, Arrogance versus Frankie Kazarian and Joey Ryan, and then Free Admission, Just Kidding. Tony Stradlin versus Puma, Frankie Kazarian versus Super Dragon, Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels versus Jack Evans, American Dragon, Bryan Danielson versus Scott Lost, and more on there. And then The Secret of the Ooze from 2004. Colt Cabana's there, CM Punk, Josh Prohibition, Frankie Kazarian, Samoa Joe, Super Dragon. Okay, so that's it for this half of the box. We're gonna go ahead and just stuff these back in here. And now I'm gonna open the small package, and then we will continue the rest of this order, or the other half of this box, and part 2. This one, Tournament of Dust 17 CZW. Next up is a Christopher Daniels shoot interview for 2014. And then the Jim Cornette 2014 shoot interview with RF Video. Now I will say we do have more unboxings coming. If I ever do get my other orders from RF Video that I ordered, I have now, it's been almost a month ago that I ordered, but there's about, I want to say almost 40 DVDs that will be coming within 2 orders. If I ever get them, we will have to just wait and see. But hopefully they do get here soon. I hope you guys did enjoy this unboxing. This was another video by Wrestling Collector Zone. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, make sure you let others know about this channel so they can subscribe. Once we get to that 100 subscriptions, we will be doing giveaways, weekly giveaways. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you get those notifications whenever our videos go live. That way you don't miss out on a video. And comment below if you have any questions, comments, Let me know if you liked what you saw, just anything, and I will reply back to you guys. Thanks again for checking this video out, and I will see you in part 2. Make sure to stay tuned. Part 2 will be going up tomorrow from when this video is posted. So just make sure that you guys stay tuned, see part 2 of this video, and see what else came in this box. Because next up is going to be the Ring of Honor DVDs, and I think a few more for Wrestling Guerrilla. Thanks again for joining. Have a great day. This was Wrestling Collectors.